Hey guys, it's Tina here, and it's cycle day 5 already, so I thought it's definitely time for me to come and fill you guys in on everything that's been going on with this cycle and everything that went on with the end of the last cycle. So the last time we spoke, I'd confirmed that I was having a chemical pregnancy and that AF would arrive, and it took about 2 days for AF to arrive, and then I was woken up in the night with really, really bad cramps, and it was strange because I managed to go back to sleep. I had to sit up to go to sleep, but I managed to go back to sleep. And then when I woke up in the morning and went to the bathroom, TMI, but it was just pink waterish sort of flowing like AF, but not, obviously the colour that we're all used to. So I was quite worried because I'd read about Asherman syndrome with D&Cs, that you can have scarring and then it can make it difficult for you to shed your lining, or you don't build enough lining or something like that. And then I'd also read that ectopics can begin like that, to show signs with watery discharge like that. Sorry, again, TMI. But I just didn't, I was very scared, and I was already going through emotions of, is this going to be my story? Am I just going to always be the person that miscarries? And I end up saying, we tried really hard, but it just never worked. And so I was going through that, and then to have this scare, I was so upset on Friday. But fortunately, AF arrived, and that was great. And I'm into cycle day 5. I've just had a blood test to check that my HCG levels are down to 0, so I can start Clomid today. And just overall, it's good to be into a new cycle and to be on the way to the next opportunity of having a take-home baby. And again, I'm still, after that was the chemical pregnancy that was, I'm really grateful that I'm into a new cycle already, because as I said last time, it was nearly 9-10 weeks, and I'd had weekly checkups and all of that sort of thing, and everything was looking great every time. And to then have that last ultrasound that wasn't great was something I don't want to repeat. I didn't want to repeat again, and I'm glad that I wasn't put in that position this time. So that's basically everything that's been going on with me. And before I go, what I wanted to do is just, because nothing's really happening, I'm just taking Clomid and we'll just see what happens now, guys. But before I go, I don't know if I mentioned this, AF was like heavy-ish, but not too bad, and a little bit painful, but again, not bad at all. So it was just, I would have passed it off as just a normal AF, really, for me. But that was it, guys. And when I went to have a blood test today, as I said, and so I just wanted to show you guys a tiny mini haul that I picked up at my local craft store. So our craft stores here, we have a chain called Spotlight, and they sell knitting things, decorations, beads, and upholstery fabric, and, bed linen and that kind of thing. And I've decided, I have been deciding for a while that I've been wanting to make an upholstered bed head. So those ones that you get in nice hotels that are like squishy and just really plush and gorgeous looking. I've seen people make them on Pinterest and on blogs and things like that. So I want to make it, right? So I went into Spotlight today, which I do like Spotlight, but when I watch things like the Martha Stewart show and I see the amazing craft selection of fabric selections and all the things you guys have in the US and the UK and everywhere else in the world, I am always really jealous, and I'm always like, come on, Spotlight, get some good stuff. So today I went in thinking, come on, Spotlight, do it, have some nice fabric for me. And they did. So I bought some fabric, but before I show you that, my husband was so sweet on the weekend because I was a bit upset. He went and did some shopping and then came home with some magazines and some other things for me, flowers and things like that. And the cover of Vogue Living, the interior magazine for this edition, is this, like, all these colours that inspired me for the bedhead. I know you can't really see it that well here, but it's sort of like light greys, creams, that kind of colour. I just find that's quite a classic palette, and it works well in my bedroom because I just like it to be sort of calmer space. So a calm space as opposed to karma with a K. But yeah, I just so I liked that, and I just love the way the pink of the flowers work, and I could imagine bringing in, a bit of pink or blue or something like that. It would work nicely with that colour palette. So that inspired me for the colours for my bed head. So with the bed head, you just get a sheet of wood. you put foam in front of it and then like quilting wadding, and then you cover it with this, you know, like you pull it and staple all the fabric onto it with a staple gun. So that's what I want to make. And so when I went in today, I thought, let's see what fabrics they've got for me to do this with. And I bought this fabric here. Now this is a lot darker than I want, and I've brought it home. It was it's $22 a meter. I got half a meter, and it is too dark for what I want to do, but I love this pattern. It's been around forever. I love Jonathan Adler's like the Jonathan Adler homeware ranges and all of those sorts of things. I haven't seen a lot of it because you don't get it here, but I love his interior design aesthetic, and so this kind of reminded me of his work. And I've seen this fabric, like there's someone on eBay selling this fabric for the same price per meter, but it's linen, and it's this beautiful duck egg blue color with the white pattern like that, which is what I would love, but the postage is really high, and I want to be able to do the fabric. I need to buy 3 or 4 meters, and I want to be able to do it super cheap. Like, you know, under $70 sort of thing for the fabric. I don't want to spend a lot because then I can change the fabric when I want to on the bed head. So I bought that, looked at it at home. It's not the right color, but I love that fabric, and it did come in another color, a white background with orange. I don't want that. It would be so cool if I had the right look, but I'm hoping that they do a white background maybe in this, with like, I don't know, even like a blue piping here or something like that. This fabric is canvas, but it seems like it's an outdoor fabric, so it will wipe clean, I think. I thought the grey would be good because it's quite unforgiving as well. It's quite forgiving in terms of stains and things like that. And if the aim is to have a little person running around our house one day, then grubby little fingers will work well. You know, it'll be good to avoid getting grubby little fingers on this, or if they get on, I can wipe it off or you won't see it as much. So I bought that fabric, and then I also really like the LA interior designer Kelly Worsler, or Worst, yeah, something like that is her name. I've seen it written a million times, but anyway, this fabric reminded me of fabric that I'd seen in a guest bedroom that she had designed. I think it might have been the cushion fabric or something like that. So I bought this. It was super cheap, $5. I got half a meter, and that'll be great for, you know, whatever. I have an ottoman that I cover every now and then. I change the covers on, and so that could be a bit of fun for the Christmas sort of holiday period. Yeah, so that's one fabric I bought, and then I bought it again in like a goldy mustard color. It looks like taxi cab yellow there, but it's really not. It's like a nice, it's sort of a deeper mustardy color, and it's a nice weight fabric as well, perfect for like upholstering bits and pieces, if that is even a word. Then I also bought some some embroidery hoops in different sizes, because I'm going to do for Christmas, instead of using a wreath on my front door, I'm going to use these upholstery hoops. So I think you loosen them up. I'm just loosening this up to open it, and then you basically put the fabric over it like this. This is like the world's worst fast demonstration, sorry guys, but it'll give you an idea of what I'm going to do with it anyway. Again, you would have seen this done a million times on craft blogs and vlogs and things like that, but there we go. So you just cut around that, and see, it just creates a cute little, the hoops just sort of, sorry, terrible demonstration. There we go. So yeah, it's just cute, like it's covered in the fabric. This isn't the fabric that I'll necessarily use for this. In fact, I won't, because I don't think that works very well. But I will buy other fabric to put inside. And then I thought maybe a cute little silhouette of maybe a reindeer or reindeer head or a Christmas tree or something would be cute in the middle. So yeah, maybe I'll pick up some chevron kind of zigzag, but that's another thing. So you look for chevron fabrics everywhere, but I cannot find it in this weight fabric, which is like an upholstery weight, somewhere like Spotlight, in pastels or anything. I cannot find chevron. I found one today, and it was just not the kind of chevron I want. But this is what I mean, crazy. Who doesn't have chevron? So and I want to buy online, and that's good, but if I can save on the postage, I will. And I like to sight what I'm seeing in the flesh and make sure the colour's right and everything. But yeah, so there you go. That's my little gripe about Spotlight. But other than that, guys, that's it. So that was my little mini haul and little craft projects for the future. And I'll catch up with you guys when I have some news about Clomid and how my cycle's going and everything like that. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.